What's up, gamers? RJ from Game News USA here, and I'm coming at you with another retrospective. Today, we're going to talk about Philip Burnell, otherwise known as DSP Gaming, the King of Hate, Pig Roach, whatever name you want to call him, or whatever name he goes by. He is one of the most controversial gaming YouTubers in internet history. And he comes with a lot of baggage, a lot of trolls, and a lot of internet history. And we need to, delve in and figure out why. And we also are going to go over everything we can today involved with his life and his career in the gaming YouTube sphere. So if you like that kind of content, thank you for being here. And please remember to hit the subscribe button. And let's jump right into it. So, Phil was born April 6th, 1982, in the middle of a blizzard, and grew up outside of Bridgeport, Connecticut, in the United States. He graduated in 2000, has the valedictorian of his Catholic school, St. Ambrose High School, and went to Fairfield University for college. He graduated with a degree in finance. Phil calls himself a pro fighting game player, having participated in many competitive fighting game tournaments nationwide during the late 1990s throughout the 2000s. Most notably, Phil placed fourth on a broken arcade port of Street Fighter II Turbo in the 2005 EVO tournament, thus becoming the highest ranked American player for that game, as the top three were Japanese players. He has the nickname the King of Hate from this period. Many people believe this because he enjoys constantly hating on other people and or video games. But Phil insists that the real reason for this nickname is because he is an outspoken person, having differing opinions that were radically different from the mainstream ones, in which a lot of his opinions were subject to controversy, albeit using the infamy that people induct upon him as a way of fueling himself. Phil says that he is different from other YouTubers, and he doesn't mind that he isn't as big as some other YouTubers. Phil is known for the large amount of negativity that surrounds him on YouTube. This negativity movement began in 2012. In addition, he is known not to be very good at playing certain video games, a statement that he himself has admitted previously. He calls what he does on YouTube a business. His two main inspirations for making videos online are the angry video game nerd and nostalgia critic. Phil says that he doesn't care what other YouTubers say about him, but at times he has made videos where he addressed certain YouTubers who called him out. Phil also claims that he hasn't changed since he started posting up videos on YouTube, and that he doesn't watch other YouTubers' content. Phil is known for his classic playthroughs such as Heavy Rain and Fallout 3 during the early days of people playing and uploading gameplay for YouTube. His laugh, humor, and style of commentary are famous or infamous for things about him and his content. Phil has had a serious back injury, a severely herniated disc, that has plagued him from around late 2007 to the present day. He manages this not only by driving for long periods of time and by not doing heavy lifting. Phil lived with his parents until 2004, and then again from 2007 to 2009. In 2009, he moved into a condo in Connecticut and lived there until 2014. In June 2014, at the time, he had a girlfriend named Liana, aka Panda Lee. Moved to Renton, Washington, but he and Liana broke up in April 2017 after a few weeks of being engaged, and she moved out. Phil then began dating a woman named Kat in the summer of 2017, and on April 10th, 2019, they got married. During December 2023, DSP entered what he would later call RPG overload and focused primarily on RPGs such as Baldur's Gate 3, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, before returning to variety streaming during April of 2024. Phil posted videos on YouTube originally just for fun from 2008 to 2010 and didn't expect that to become his full-time job. He made YouTube his full-time job in late 2010 after being laid off from Helicopter Support Inc. in Turnbell, Connecticut. However, his original YouTube channel, Darkside Phil, lost its AdSense partnership in late 2010. He then moved his content to blip.tv, but due to a number of users submitting complaints to the blip.tv staff regarding Phil's anti-Semitic jokes during the Dead Space 2 demo, he was banned. He got signed with Machinima in 2011. From 2011 to 2012, Phil was involved in stopping bills against gaming, such as SOPA. He got his contract with Machinima negotiated in late 2012 and began making less money than he was at the time he got partnered, and he made changes to his content. He recorded his gameplay from 2008 to early 2013 by pointing an HD camera at his TV screen. And around spring 2013, Phil started to direct capture his gameplay. Phil then started recording gameplay in 1080p and 60 FPS in 2014 when he bought a new PC, replacing his other one that was built for him. Phil had very good views on most of his videos from 2008 to around 2012, but his views overall have declined over the years because of the negativity and because of other YouTubers who do edited gaming videos who are bigger and better than him. In 2012, Phil posted a video regarding people who claimed that he has changed. Negativity grew strong around Phil in 2013, and the negativity still continues to this day. Phil wanted to make more changes in 2014, one of which included moving out of Connecticut, which he did in June of that year. Phil live streamed on Twitch for about a year and a half, but after Twitch staff told Phil in November 2014 to reduce his streaming rate while playing Assassin's Creed Unity, Phil quit streaming from the site and started streaming on YouTube. He created an account on Patreon in early 2015, which has since gained a mixed response from viewers. I want to point out with the Twitch thing, I have never heard of a streaming platform telling people don't stream. That's really weird to me. Maybe you guys in the comments can let me know some clarification on Twitch actually do that. Anyway, let me continue. Phil was swatted on June 24th, 2015 during a live stream of Batman Arkham Knight. However, no one was harmed or arrested. He was also DDoSed on June 26th. Phil was attacked multiple times throughout 2015 by haters and detractors, including getting false copyright strikes on his two main channels for fan art he supposedly had the rights to use. He also couldn't live stream for certain periods of time. To stop more issues, Phil decided not to accept any more fan art, and he deleted hundreds of videos that had fan-created content in them. And he also privated his Nintendo DS playthroughs not long after his views began to drop. An anonymous source told Phil that YouTube had changed its system, and when the videos were removed, his total views dropped. By lowering his rank in the search engine, Phil was outraged by this and even considered suing YouTube. He also got his contract with Machinima negotiated not long afterwards for a second time and began making less money. He also posted an update video on the subject. Phil then announced a new channel for 2016 as part of the three-pronged plan: gaming, vlogs, edited content to move forward. He launched his new channel called KO Gaming in early 2016, where he would do his game reviews and edited content. So those who do not subscribe to him out of fear of getting their inbox flooded with those who lack the time to watch his entire playthroughs can enjoy this content. Phil was caught masturbating live on pre-stream with Facecam on May 1st, 2016, before he was going to stream gameplay of Neo Alpha demo. He claims that he didn't know the camera was on. Ever since that pre-stream went live, he gained more viewers and subscribers. However, many YouTubers now make jokes about him masturbating, and the negativity seems to have gotten worse. Other big YouTube channels have covered the incident, such as Review Tech USA and Drama Alert. However, what Review Tech USA fails to understand is that he is far less of a good human being compared to Phil. Phil addressed the situation directly in a pre-stream video following that day. Phil will bring up the incident every once in a while. A video where Phil bashed the game Homefront Revolution went viral online, including 4chan, and had over 1 million views. He also got thousands of new subscribers on his KO Gaming channel. Phil posted an addressing state video on August 22nd. Phil announced in October 2016 that he was nervous about his future due to low views during the hardcore game session. He further explained the situation in the week-end preview and his special vlog. Low views continue to this day. All of this traces back to copyright attacks from summer of 2015, because Phil's rank in the search engine hadn't changed too much. Phil also made a follow-up video to the special vlog. On November 16th, 2016, Phil posted a business update video regarding the future of his live streams, and he said that he could accept fan art again because YouTube has a more tolerable copyright system. Phil has also stated that he will not live stream as much anymore. On November 21st, 2016, OBS crashed on Phil, deleting all of his settings that he had written down for 2 years. He then tested out OBS Studios, and he returned to live streaming on Twitch November 29th, 2016, for the first time in 2 years to stream gameplay of Final Fantasy XV. Phil has announced that he wants to implement changes for 2017. He released another business update video and was still nervous about his future. He also downgraded his gaming videos from 1080p 60fps to 720p 60fps. Also in KO Gaming, Phil decided to accept edited videos from his viewers, calling it a community submission. He also uploaded the very first officially approved "This Is How You Don't Play" video on KO Gaming, but this was taken down later. He plans to release other videos like this in the future. Phil also changed his schedule, streaming an hour earlier each day, and decided to try and take certain days off with his then girlfriend Liana. On February 2017, Phil had a fiasco with ad revenue, in which it led him almost wanting to file a lawsuit against YouTube because he was losing money. He was possibly deemed as advertiser unfriendly, and he then talked to Machinima about the situation. They suggested that he should upload shorter videos like back in the old days, which Phil wasn't too sure about. On March 2nd, 2017, Phil revealed that he was laid off by Machinima after a 6-year-long partnership with them. Following his severed ties with Machinima, Phil opened a Teespring page. Phil got a Nintendo Switch on launch day, but unfortunately it bricked. He eventually got another functional Nintendo Switch. He talked with other companies for partnership and revealed that his YouTube channels were being messed with. In April of 2017, Phil proposed to Liana and she reportedly accepted it. But in May 2017, Phil and Liana broke up and she moved out. In November 2017, he confirmed he was in another relationship. In February 2018, Phil introduced his new girlfriend, Kat. In July 2018, Phil's main channel, DSP Gaming, became demonetized due to a problem with AdSense, forcing him to move and continue his playthroughs on KO Gaming, which was the channel used for edited reviews and montages, but became largely dormant in 2017 due to low views and income. However, on August 7th, 2019, monetization was restored to DSP Gaming, and Phil has since then moved back and resumed his video playthroughs on that channel, with Phil stating now that all future uploads will now be in a longer format. On April 10th, 2019, Phil officially revealed that he and Kat got married. On April 21st, 2021, during his live stream of Dragon Panda V3 Killing Harmony, Phil was removed from the Twitch partner program. Phil was shocked and furious upon discovering that his partnership with Twitch had been terminated and demanded an explanation and reason from Twitch. As a result of losing his partner status, there is no subscribe option, meaning Phil had to rely on the donations to monetize his Twitch content, for which he was widely ridiculed for begging for donations after losing his partnership. Afterwards, Phil sent a request to Twitch asking them for a reason to why his sudden termination of his partnership happened with no forewarning. 2 weeks later, after having contacted Twitch about his sudden partnership termination, on May 19th, 2021, Phil put out a video on YouTube where he reveals that he received an email from Twitch, their legal team, who explained his termination from Twitch and the partner program. According to the email, Twitch terminated the content licensing agreement with Phil following its investigation of repeated instances of inappropriate content involving hateful slurs, in violation of Section 4.2.7 of Inappropriate Conduct Agreement. Phil was incredibly livid upon reading the response, in particular the hateful slurs remark. Phil vehemently denied using any hateful slurs in his live streams, and that if he had, he would have been outed from Twitch beforehand. Phil would go on to blame the trolls for clipping instances of his live streams of where it sounded like he was saying a hateful slur, and reporting the clips to Twitch as one of the main reasons behind his partnership termination. In his tirade, Phil accused Twitch of terminating his partnership for something that never happened, claiming that they are punishing him legally for something that he legally didn't do. Phil kept repeating that if he had said hateful slurs in the past on Twitch, he wouldn't have been streaming on Twitch anymore. Phil then issued an ultimatum to Twitch. They issue a public apology to him and reinstate his partnership, or else he would leave Twitch for good and go back to streaming on YouTube permanently. In 2022, Phil got into a feud with Keemstar after the latter approached him with a business opportunity to star in a podcast alongside Big Lolcal's Boogie 2988 Wings of Redemption called Lolcal Live with a $50,000 sign-on bonus. I doubt that sign-on bonus exists. Phil rejected the offer as he claims he did not want any of Keemstar's money and claims that he didn't have time to negotiate due to his supposedly busy schedule. Keem has stated and showed evidence that he tried to contact Phil numerous times, even going on Phil's live stream chat to tell him about the offer. The resulting feud brought Phil's inability to work with others around his predetermined schedule that he himself creates to light. 2023 saw Phil celebrate 15 years on YouTube with a big variety of big events. These range from his internet being hijacked by a troll who was working at his ISP, going viral on Twitter over how terrible he was playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and most infamously, going on the Side Scrollers podcast to do an interview with them. This interview gave Phil the chance to turn the public perception of him around and show the internet his side of the story. Instead, he ended up getting questioned over his various problematic traits, which he poorly attempted to explain. The interview exposed Phil to a wider audience than ever before. Following the interview, Phil has changed his opinion on it several times. At one time, he thought the interview was fairly done. Then a few weeks later, he now believes the interview was rigged from the start to make him look bad. Phil has had various channels that exist and have been terminated, including DSP Gaming, KO Gaming, Darkside Phil, DSP Street Fighter, The King of Hate, Darkside Phil FX111, and Red Dead DSP. They're all terminated or defunct except DSP Gaming. His style of content includes playthroughs, specials, Game of the Year, mini reviews, The Hateful Truth, Project 7, Ask the King, Cooking with the King, DSP Tries It, Smart Guys, Loot Crate Unboxings, Hate Live, The Week in Preview, Travel Vlogs and other special vlogs, movie reviews, hardcore gaming session giveaways, DSP Thoughts First Impression series, Release Day unboxing, Game Day, YouTube parody series, Hits of the Week, Phil Reacts, Rants, and Top 10 list. Most of these are formerly done and defunct currently. He's done Let's Plays on 007 Legends, 007 Quantum of Silence, Abyss Odyssey, Afro Samurai, Alan Wake DLC, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Alice Madness Returns, Alien Isolation, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3. It goes on and on and on. That's just some of the A's. Good friends on YouTube, he only has one. Kat, his wife. And maybe now Kino Casino. That's a side issue. Former good friends on YouTube: John Rambo, Howard DS, John Harrington, Chris, Liana Hargan, Panda Lee, his former fiance. Here are some of the famous quotes from Phil. "There was nothing I can do. laggy online. I didn't do that. Instant death. Come on, man. Stupid game bugs. What the fuck? I got robbed. I spawn. I die. I'm pressing the buttons. I'm holding block. Fuck this game. At one point, while playing Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Phil matched up with an infamous streamer and fighting game player Low Tier God. In 2017, Phil was the subject of an episode of Down the Rabbit Hole, a documentary series by YouTuber Frederick Knudsen. As of January 2023, the episode has received over 6 million views. That's a good episode. A good documentary. He got caught masturbating on stream, as we all know. He is also known for being bad at certain video games. His favorite song is the New World Order theme song. That's the wrestling theme song. The din 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 din. That stuff. And guys, I think that's where we're going to end it. If you want to know more Phil content, check out that, what is that documentary from? Check out that documentary from Frederick Knudsen, Down the Rabbit Hole. It's really good. It goes even more in depth. But that's all I got for DSP, Phil Burnell. I don't really hate the guy. I think there's other YouTubers that are worse. I also don't love the guy. I think there's other YouTubers that are better. And I'm not fence riding. I think he does put a lot of effort into his work. And, you know, but at the same time, I understand he's an e-beggar. I understand he's lolcow. And that's why we're covering him. He's on this retrospective. He's a big part of YouTube history. But what do you guys think about Phil? What do you guys think about DSP over the years and what he's done and the controversies involved around him? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Peace. Have a good one.